Live.
Welcome back to the Hideouts. We are the usual rejects. My name is Neco, aka Prince Productions.
My name is Bandana. Yeah, whatever you
That's
said.
you.
And that's it.
That's the intro.
He's just behind
Dang,
us.
he just fucking sneezed too.
It's just us two apparently.
I guess so. This guy doesn't exist.
And of course, this is.
Unfortunately, it's them baby meats. Oh, it's doing that shit.
Comes at 2029, okay.
Producing the Rambo sequel. A Miss Piggy movie is in the works with Jennifer Lawrence set to produce it. A Jurassic World Rebirth movie sequel is also in the works. Oh my god. What do you guys think?
The only thing I care about is the Jurassic World sequel, which Gareth Edwards is coming back.
He is as well as ScarJo and Mahershala Ali.
For Jurassic
What?
World, probably
Yeah.
not. I mean, they weren't even. It wasn't even a
Fucking-
set. It was like cards and
That's true.
another set.
That's true.
The
Bro, I'm
fuck?
still trying to pull that Adonis Rex. Ooh, $700 card.
You gotta get, I think, the collecting boosters from that set.
Yeah, fuck that. That's too much.
Oh, that's the only way you can fucking get it.
Alright. We're moving on to trailers. First of all, we got a trailer for Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Did you guys see this trailer? And if so, what did you think?
No.
I did not get a chance to. I'm excited for her though. I will say that. I'm like, yo, Five Nights at what? 2?
Five Nights at what?
Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
2?
He said 2.
Too fast.
Yeah, I mean it.
Too fast, too finish.
I mean, it looks good. You know, I think the first one was good. Oh, I love that this has to do so much with FNAF.
It is. He just said,
Why is
because my screen's big.
Damn, so rude.
So I just gotta switch this bitch out to
this is like chaotic as fuck.
what?
Just like
Everything, man, everything.
I just gotta zoom.
I'm trying.
Okay, since I got
I'm
the-
getting so much brain. What does this have to do with FNAF?
Oh no, he's complaining about how my screen's hella big and making him.
What does this have to do with FNAF?
It don't. He's complaining about it. I'm just.
What does this have to do with FNAF?
It don't, and I don't really care. Anyways,
he's right.
continue.
Oh my goodness, we're moving on with that. We didn't even talk about the trailer.
Yeah, I don't think none of us seen
I
it.
don't think anyone was.
Yeah.
But we're excited.
No, don't worry. I'm watching it. I'm trying to watch it right
Oh,
now.
Oh,
perfect.
this guy.
Because did you see the Wonder Man trailer?
Well, hold on. We're not there yet.
Well, if you haven't
Next
seen
time
it,
we got-
I could talk about it while you
Well,
watch it.
well, too bad because we also got this one. I did see. We got a teaser for Godzilla Minus Zero.
See, I didn't even know that. I heard that it got
So-
announced.
Yeah, so it got announced. Godzilla
So
Minus
from
Zero
1
is
to
obviously the
0?
sequel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know why it's called -1, right?
No.
It's because when there's like basically in like war times when there's like a giant explosion and like a bunch of land was destroyed,
Uh-huh.
they call it Ground Zero.
Oh, okay, wait. Okay,
Uh,
never mind, yeah.
So they
Nagasaki.
call it so they call it -1 because it's worse than that.
Like,
'cause,
the countries are
Like
fucked.
the country's already fucked, but then Godzilla just makes it worse. So -1, but -0, I don't, to each their own. That's all I got to say.
I don't think I've ever been more excited for a Godzilla movie.
Oh, it's gonna be so good. I'm really interested though to see who the villain is because so if you look at the the -1 logo,
Uh,
that's supposed to be Godzilla on the logo, right?
Mhm.
But in this one, it's like a slightly different silhouette, which implies that it's a different character. It's just kind of hard to tell who that character is.
well, wouldn't it have just been because like at the tease at the end was like because this version of Godzilla can regenerate itself, which I'm pretty sure no other version can, right?
No, this is it's not something new per se, but it's I don't know. I'm trying to think if it's ever been done from zero. It probably has, to be honest with you.
Because like at the end, it's that little piece of him in the ocean, and
It kind of builds up.
yeah. So like maybe it's like a offspring of his.
But then again, also remember that the girl, I don't remember her name. She has like
Oh yeah,
part of the Godzilla cells on her.
Yeah, that's right. That people are
But-
saying that like if you look at like the poster, it looks like a woman's like praying in the G.
Oh, interesting. That's an interesting approach. I didn't think about
Like
that, but
maybe
that
the
is
movie's
interesting.
gonna tackle like religion. That'd be interesting.
Well,
That'd be interesting.
Doesn't that really do
But-
that in the other Godzilla movies? The fucking girl with the freaking golden powers of I don't know what the hell that is.
But it still makes you wonder who the villain's gonna be, because I don't know if it's just gonna be just Godzilla again, because I don't know how interesting that'll be.
Mhm.
We'll see. But yeah, moving on from that, we also got a trailer for Wonder Man, new teaser for Wonder Man, which I know Christian is ecstatic to talk about.
I'm so excited.
So excited.
It was just the same shit as the other one. It just literally there is nothing to talk about. It looks boring as shit. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be a fucking hater, but like it just looks like a nothing
Is it?
burger. I just like I said pretty much every single time we've talked about like the trailers or anything that's popped up. It just feels like I know exactly what the show's gonna be. It's just gonna be a bunch of filler and then a rushed ending, and it's just not really gonna be about anything. While it also like pats Hollywood on the back, like I just don't care about that.
Well, we'll see, because wasn't this film? I mean, wasn't the show like made after the creative overhaul, or am I tripping? I
No,
can't. I
this
don't
is
remember.
pre.
Oh, this would be before then.
Yeah, because like they're gonna
Also,
start trying to get rid of as many limited series as possible. They're trying to go back to like actual TV, where it's like every year something's coming out. It's the same show.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Who
mean,
knows? Yeah, I just watched it right now. It's just
yeah,
whatever.
It's literally just the same. The first trailer was shorter, and it's like, oh, he has superpowers, but they don't even show it. I don't know. I don't care.
Also, is it me, or is there like AI in this? I can't tell.
Probably is.
I wouldn't be surprised, honestly.
Honestly, looking at this one right here, looks like it AI'd.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
like no bit, but there's like
Something.
a bit in the trailer where like they show like a flashback. I don't know, honestly.
Oh yeah,
I'm-
it's
I'm-
him being like a kid watching the Wonder Man movie.
But then the Wonder Man movie itself looks like, yeah, I don't know. That's just the vibe that I'm getting from this. Who knows? Yeah, it's a whole lot of the same. Why is the dog barking?
He's biting.
I hear him.
Yeah, he came from the vet yesterday. They freaking.
They fucked up his hair. Well, I mean, they like had to
No.
get rid of like the knots on his.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And now he's just been like having a freak out the past day.
Well, they
Oh,
had to tranquilize his. Well, not tranquilize.
They had
him.
to like fucking sedate him. He's just.
speaking about Kevin getting sedated, we also got a trailer for the Michael Jackson biopic.
Wait, why
which
is Michael Jackson sedated?
Oh, cause Kevin.
Honestly, he didn't do it.
All right, this one I did watch.
I did watch it too.
I mean, it seems interesting.
What the
I'm
hell?
kind of confused though, because like based off rumors that we had heard, like it might have a part 2 or something.
Yeah, it kind of seems like they don't know what the fuck they're doing, because they had basically a big portion of the third act was dealing with the allegations.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess they forgot that they made a deal with the state that they're not allowed to talk about that at all. So they ended up having to rework the entire movie, but the problem is they have too much movies, so they don't know if they could stuff it down to one. So they already cut like a third of the movie, but yet there's still too much movie, so they don't know if they're gonna do part 1 and 2. I don't know.
I don't know.
Seems like this movie's gonna be a mess. I forgot who's directing it, cause I remember kind of being concerned about it, but I don't remember who the director is.
Let me find out. The only concern that I saw, I mean, it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look like it's gonna blow me away or anything. But the only concern I do have, like, this is like a weird nitpick, is that like
What's he doing?
there's a scene.
Hugging his hair.
There's a scene where Michael's like talking, right?
Uh-huh.
And he has his like classic high pitched voice, you know, what
Yeah.
everybody knows him for. But like from what I understand, like behind the scenes, that
Okay.
wasn't his real voice.
I'm trying to see.
Like his voice was like a bit deeper, and like the high pitched voice was just mostly for you know, for singing and for being in front of the camera.
Oh,
I don't know.
That's why I was concerned. Okay, so it's directed by Antoine Fuqua, who did The
Yeah.
Equalizer and The Magnificent Seven and
My
Emancipation. I heard Southpaw's.
But-
Oh, he was only a producer
He d-
on those ones.
Well, he also did Training Day. I'm seeing his name attached to Training Day, but I don't.
No, he didn't direct.
Yeah,
that.
he
That
direct-
was,
Yeah, he did.
no, that was
Antoine Fuqua.
He directed that. I thought that was. Oh, no. That was someone else. Hold up.
No, look, yeah, Training Day. He did that. That's all him.
No fucking shot. Hold up. I
Yeah.
swear to God, that was someone else. No.
He did Training Day, all 3 Equalizer movies,
Yeah,
the
I guess he
Magnificent
did.
Magnificent Seven. Olympus Has Fallen. I don't know. Wait. I don't know
He's
if he.
produced a lot of stuff.
I'm seeing that. I'm seeing his name attached to a lot of things here. Let me go to his IMDb real quick. I just want to look at his director credits.
Stop killing me, dog.
Buddy, dude.
You can hear him.
Uh,
Oh my! Just,
yeah, the Equalizer movies,
Stop freaking
Emancipation,
knock on the door heavier.
Or at least just got my slot line.
The Magnificent Seven, Southpaw, Equalizer, Olympus Has Fallen. He directed the Lil Wayne and Bruno Mars music video Mirror. God,
I just can't see this guy playing Michael Jackson.
That's actually
that's his nephew.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
Yeah, he's related to him.
Oh, shit.
He was the only. I don't know. I mean, he has the mannerisms of him.
I thought the voice was spot on though, if I'm being honest. Like,
Yeah. Miles Teller's also in this. It looks
He does have his
interesting.
eye.
Interesting. He also has the genetics.
That's true. Like I said, like you said, nephew.
Well, it's releasing April 24th, 2026. So, you
I
know,
guess.
stay tuned.
yeah,
But,
this was
yeah,
supposed to come out
let's,
this year.
Fucking all the, bro, all the stuff. I don't know. They fucked up. They fucked up with the whole, like, I don't know why. I don't know, bro. But yeah, moving on from that, we also got a new teaser for the Stranger Things spinoff. It's an animated show called Stranger Things Tales from '85, and it's about the kids, and it takes place in between seasons 2 and 3. Wow, I'm so ecstatic for this.
I did not see the trailer. I'm not looking forward to this, and I'm gonna skip it.
I honestly, I don't know why we're getting a spinoff of the main characters. It doesn't make sense.
Wait, of the main characters?
Yes, it's the kids. It's the things.
Is animated?
Yes, it's animated, but some of them are voiced by like different characters because they've grown up, right? Obviously they can't play themselves. Yeah, it's the animated series follows the Hawkins group on an adventure set between seasons 2 and 3 of the main show. It is just them, but on another adventure.
Ow, my toe.
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand like what this is. Why?
So they're making a game of it?
No, it's a show. It's a show.
So this is a show. This whole like in this style.
Yes, it's a spin-off of the main show.
Why? Like,
I don't know.
like, okay, like, cool.
Yeah, I don't know what the point of this is, to be honest with you. Am I here for it? Not really. Not really, to be honest.
I don't know. It's just like Stranger Things. This. I don't know. I didn't think you mentioned Stranger Things. Just like for me, goes like, it was a good hype for a long time.
Did you? Did you? But you didn't watch it, did you?
I never did. I got interested
This
first.
guy.
I got interested in the first like season of it, but after that, it's
Mhm.
like I don't know. It's just like I just couldn't keep up with him. Like, dude, like I don't really give a crap. And I know everyone was going ballistic with the what's it called, like with certain characters and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like I just never cared enough for it. And I was like, dude, it's like, yeah, it's nah. I don't know. And besides, it's like the fact that I like for me, it felt like Stranger Things felt like it ended a long time ago.
How so?
No, I feel like for me, like that's how I feel. Like, like as you get, every season, you guys think you're talking about like it's like was like basically season 5. Like we had to wait how long again for season 5 or something like that?
Like 3 or 4 years.
I feel like honestly,
Bro.
when fourth came in, I was like, I thought we ended that shit already, because like I said, I don't really care about Stranger Things. It's one of those things like you hear people talking about it. It's like, oh, you think it's done? Like, okay, whatever. Like it's done. Like it's still going. Like,
I mean, dude, it's taken almost 10 years to make a 5-season show, which is crazy demon time, bro. About kids, bro.
you guys are adults at this point. 10 years about kids, dude. The motherfuckers who play the actors, literally,
they look like adults, bro. They look like adults.
There's no point of the. They took too long. The chicken has been overcooked. There's no more tenderness from the chicken no more. It's literally dried.
Yeah, I know.
Now. At this point, they're just trying to burn the chicken more to the point like, at least it's more crispy-ish. And like, nah, you rendered all the fat now, and there's nothing else but dry meat and
dry meat and chicken.
Dry meat chicken. Like you can't even glaze it with sauces anymore. Cause at that point, it just makes it taste. Yeah.
I don't know. Stranger Things has never been something that I think needs spin-offs. Like, it's so contained to Hawkins. Like, I don't really think you need to do any other world building. Like, I remember, like, a lot of season 2 was them trying to set up, like, the people that were in the Hawkins lab. I don't think that needs to spin off. Like, we already know where it ends. And I don't
It's because Netflix has the whole issue with, like, like, they're scared of losing the show, basically.
Yeah, like I remember, I'll never forget this. Like when the Duffer Brothers were pitching, or I guess explaining the final season to Netflix, all the executives started crying, and I was all like, "Yeah, because they're about to lose their biggest money maker."
They saw the money go down the drain.
Ugh.
Man, but yeah, let's move on from that. Let's see. Do we have any more trailers for today? No. Okay. Now we've made it into our news of the week. First of all, might I say there's not a lot going on here, but Coca-Cola has released their annual Christmas ad, and yet again, and I don't know if you guys remember, but last year they got a lot of shit because they used the AI to make the ad, right? So what did they do this year differently? Nothing. They made it again with an AI service. And the company released a statement saying the company says they used even fewer people to make it. We need to keep moving forward and pushing the envelope. This genie is out of the bottle, and you're not going to put it back in.
Damn, that's an official quote.
That's an official quote.
Damn.
Wow. Was it stupid from them? Yeah. This I don't even know how much money they make.
Probably billion.
This multi-billion-dollar company is complaining about hiring people. Yeah.
That's crazy.
That shit is...
To not think about that and let that settle in. A multi-billion company complaining about hiring a few people. Is this how greedy they are? Is the fact they just don't want to pay for production?
Yeah.
Clearly, they don't want to pay for artists. They don't want to pay for anything. Apparently, they don't even want to animate it. They want to animate it with AI, of all things.
Well, good luck with that. And it's gonna be, I'm not gonna say that you're not gonna achieve it. I'm just gonna be like, good luck. Well, finding anyone who's gonna be willing to do all of that, because in the end, it's like, well, yeah, it's gonna get maybe better, the AI stuff. Yes, it will, but for right now, it's not gonna be the best because you're gonna be having the choppy or a few things like people.
Yeah, because like the last one was ass. Like you can just clearly tell it was AI.
No, trust me, this one's ass as well. I watched it. There's a shot where you see like the Coca-Cola truck, and it's see-through, but it's not supposed to be see-through. It just is see-through.
Nice.
Like instead of it's bad.
Dude,
It's bad.
modern advertisement is so horrible. Like the amount of times like these big billion-dollar companies, like all the ads now are just people talking to their phone like this and like four fucking 40p, and it's just like, Dude, it's crazy. I just went to Walmart. Yo, they got
I love it.
Dr. Shasta. Roll back.
Oh, dude. Bro, dude, that's what it's about. These ads are, bro, honestly. Have you seen the this one's so chopped. There's like a Backstreet Boys like I don't even know what brand they collabed with. It's like some soap brand or something.
Oh yeah, and they're like in the like on a
they're like in the
something.
painting or some shit. Yeah, stupid.
I have such a pet peeve of those type of ads where it's like they're just remixing a song. I don't know why. But
Oh, I know. I can't stand it either.
Piss me off.
I honestly can't stand it. It feels so unoriginal.
Yeah, I don't know why. It actually angers me.
Yeah, honestly, for real.
I don't know. I actually can't explain it. Like I don't know. It just makes me. It irks me. It's a pet peeve of mine.
It irks him. It irks him.
I remember when I saw that commercial for the first time like a year ago. I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Another one?
Another one.
Another one.
They just said
another one.
Ugh.
Another one. Yeah, honestly though, it just sucks. That's all I really have to say about it, man.
Yeah. Ooh, you know what's the only one that I like that? Is I think it was a Dr. Pepper commercial where they sing Dream On, but they're not changing the song, it's just the song, and it's just
Dream
Ozzy
On.
Osbourne through a painting also just singing the song. But that might just be because I really love that song.
I think so.
And Dr. Pepper, so look at that.
Wow.
Or it might have been Skittles. I don't fucking know. I like Skittles too.
the Skittles commercial.
Skittles.
Bro,
Alright, we're moving on from
there.
there.
The green M&M.
Bro, why'd they get rid of the green M&M, bro?
Sexy.
Speaking of sexy, we also got a pretty major casting update on the live action One Piece. So, let me. Cole Escola has been cast as Bon Clay in One Piece season 3. Obviously, you guys don't know One Piece like I do. You guys just want to get it. You guys don't understand it. But Bon Clay, one of the best, finest characters, very very beloved in like the community. Definitely like, it's a character started off as a villain and was redeemed later on in the story, and they're kind of sort of dead. Not really. It's complicated, but Shola Maridueña has been cast as the role of Porcus D. Ace in the show as well, and this is a big one because he's been fan casted as this role for like a couple years now, ever since the show came out.
Mm-hmm.
And Porcus D. Ace is this character who's just always shirtless. He's also Luffy's older brother.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, I was very excited when this came out because, like, it's something I've been. Damn, he's very excited as well.
Yeah, exactly.
He's ecstatic about this.
You hear that?
Damn.
You hear?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, the drugs are still kicking in for somehow.
He's not having it.
Dude, no, he was like in the freaking vet for I think like 8 hours straight.
Oh, the whole day.
Yeah, basically, because he would not let the people just like touch him at all. They have to drug his ass. Freaking,
oh my god,
make him go to bed. Like, dude, us cutting his hair takes a 2-man job, and literally, I feel bad because I have to hold him down half the times because he would not leave us to just cut his hair. You know, he is knowing damn well that it's like
he needs it.
Yeah, he needs it. He knows it. He looks at me like, please cut it off, but don't cut it off. Actually, yeah, he is so dramatic.
What if you just put like a muzzle on him?
No, like
that makes it worse.
Yeah, honestly, he starts having like a panic attack. Oh god.
No, that dude is literally like the definition of like over the top dog. Like,
look at him. All I try to do is just get him the fuck out. Fucking bit me.
Damn.
Maltesers. Solo
But yeah,
Madureira.
I'm very excited about this. I see Sholo very, very much still an up and coming actor. Is yet to appear in a lot of stuff, but he fits the role, and he was handpicked by Ichiro Oda. So I have faith in the system. That's all I need to have. I'm very excited about that. But yeah, moving on from that. Also today, as of like 10 hours ago or whatever time we're looking at, a Predator Badlands has released. So let me ask you guys. Obviously, there's no like holy fucking shit. That shit's not shit. Okay, obviously there's no box office yet because it just came out. But what do you guys think it's sitting on a Rotten Tomato score?
I'm gonna say at least 85.
I say maybe a good 90. 95.
Oh, this guy's really feeling himself. It is currently sitting at an 85.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
He got that shit spot on. But yeah, this film has came out. It is the highest rated movie in the franchise behind Prey and Killer of Killers. And obviously, as the 3 highest rated movies, they have all been made by the now infamous Dan Ratchenberg. My God. I'm really excited to watch this film. I've only heard good stuff about it.
And you and me have the exact same opinion about the Predator franchise. Cool character.
Oh, yeah.
Booty ass movies.
Predators 4 is one of the best ones, though.
No, Prey is literally the best fucking movie they made.
No, Prey is the best one. My ranking right now is Prey, Predators, Predator, Killer of Killers, and then 2, 1, and then wherever Badlands.
Exactly mine. That was literally almost exactly mine.
Prey is for surely the best one. I don't know if anything can beat it. It like does the concept better than the original film.
Yeah, the first
way
film,
better.
I'm sorry, the first film is not really good. It's fine. Like it's not.
Bro. Yeah, bro. Honestly, have you seen the expanded material on the first one?
Like the comics and all that?
Yeah.
Not really.
It is so strange. All right, so like Arnold's character, right?
Uh-huh.
He obviously survives, and they wanted him for the sequel, but he was too busy by that point, right? But the original idea was that it wasn't even going to be him in the sequel. It was going to be he was going to play his twin brother.
Uh-huh.
Basically just the same character, but
so
different.
There's theories that Duke, I think that's his name, is the model for the Terminator.
I've heard this as well.
Yeah, it's because like the thing is, okay, so like we obviously know, like especially with this movie, the trailers have made it very clear that okay, the Predator universe is still a part of the Alien continuity, which is also a part of the Blade Runner continuity. But no, everyone forgets there's actually a Terminator reference in Aliens. I think they actually, I don't know if it's not Skynet, but it's like the company that makes Skynet, and like you find out about them in Judgment Day. They literally, the company is in Aliens, so Terminator is also a part of the Alien and Predator continuity. So I don't know.
It's such a weird, like, I mean, there's a lot of timelines now.
I've always wanted to make a video, like, doing a full deep dive on how big the Alien continuity is, but I just feel like the video is gonna, like, bomb completely. But
right now would have been a good time to post it.
You still can. I made, like, an Aliens video, like, an Alien video, like, it just never does good. And I'm just kind of, like, it always breaks my heart, because, like, yeah, I love the franchise. But I feel like one day when I'm, like, really bored, I probably will just.
You'll do it.
But you do be caring.
Because sometimes you just gotta.
I mean, I'm here for you.
You know what I mean?
I like his suit though.
Oh, I do know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean.
Sometimes it's just like fuck the algorithm, fuck everything. I just want to make something for me.
Yeah. I mean, shit, you still got time, but Predators, yeah. I don't know. I mean, there's also dude, there's some like crazy ass shit. Like, so I think Dan Ratchenberg, like bless his soul, because he's actually a fan of like the expanded material on the franchise. You could tell because like the whole concept with like, you know how like the end of Predator Killer of Killers, like there's people frozen in time and stuff, and like that was like expanded material, as well as like the Predator King. that we see in that film and this one as well. I guess I think
It seems like he's
like
gonna be in it.
like that's all expanded material, and just like things like that. That's really interesting. I mean, I hope like however Predator Badlands ends, like it ties into like the characters from Prey, and like it seems like Duke and like Danny Glover's characters are gonna come back as well
Yeah,
in some kind of capacity, probably animated most likely since they're old
yeah.
and shit.
I'm like just so excited for this movie because this is the Predator movie I've always wanted. Like
Yes.
I'm sick and tired. It's just like the first movie, fine. Like I get it. They're like on Earth, but like for a species that's supposed to be hunting in the entire galaxy, why the fuck are they always going to Earth, dude? Like it's such a waste of a great concept. Like that's why like even though I do fucking adore predators, it's still like why the fuck are they bringing people to their planet? Like it's just like it was a really good concept that I think that should have been the second movie, and then the third one should have been like something like this. But it was a good concept, and I really adore that movie. But once again, I was just kind of thinking like it's closer to what I want, but it's still not exactly what I want because I just want the
Yeah.
people obliterated. And in this, they still found a way to be like, nah, this is a synthetic. So and from what I've gathered from reviews, there's no people in the movie at all. Like,
That's what I've heard as well.
so like human beings.
Good.
So I'm like that. Yeah, I'm like this is an alien race. Like like Earth should not be that important to them. Like it should be like this, like it should be nothing. I don't know like why they like it's just such. I don't know. I've always thought the Predator franchise is just a waste of a really good idea, and that's why I'm really excited for this. And I just don't really like the older, more dedicated fans kind of not necessarily shitting on this movie, but also just being like, I don't like them demystifying the Predator or like doing. It's like, dude, no, they're actually just doing something with the concept. Like, it's not about demystifying the character. It's actually, I genuinely feel like all the Predator movies just have not met the promise of the concept. This is the first one where I actually felt like, oh my god, they're actually doing what the concept is. Like this is like, that's why I'm telling you, like if this was the movie, even if the Predator was still the villain, but he's like going across the galaxy, and this was the movie we got first, and then all of a sudden we got fucking Predator 2, even Predators to some degree, people would be like, oh, this is so lackluster. Because this is the real fucking concept. That's what's driving me fucking crazy. Anyways, I'm very excited for it, and I cannot wait to hopefully watch it this weekend, but I'm broke as shit. Ooh, I'll watch it on Tuesday because I get paid.
And shout out Elle Fanning and I'm gonna butcher this name, Demetrius Schuster Kolamantangi. I'm so sorry. He plays the main character Deck. Yeah.
Ooh, I love Fanning.
What the hell? You know what? You know what else you might love as well? Shelby Oaks.
Shelby Oaks.
Talk about it. Tell us, Christian. You finally watched Shelby Oaks.
Okay. I don't actually have much to really say about it. If I'm being.
Oh, you hated it then?
No, I didn't hate it. I'll say this. I actually didn't. I did like it, but I definitely didn't love it. And it's a movie that has like a shitload of problems. Like some problems that like genuinely like baffled me. I will say I did not like the ending. In fact, the ending, honestly, I'm surprised didn't ruin the movie for me because it. Do you care about spoilers?
Nah, you go for it.
We'll get to that in a bit later then. But I will warn you guys for viewers. I will go full spoilers. I would give it a C+. Like I've seen pretty much like every review for the movie I could find online, and I will say a fat majority of them are so over the top and overly critical, where there's just a lot of things where I'm like, you're just talking out of your ass to like get attention for your video. It's not being genuine. And the funny thing is, I was thinking this myself, and then I read a comment and one of the really fucking just over, like there were so many of them, but I read a comment by accident. I just glanced at it because YouTube pops up the comments like one of the top comments, and I just glanced at it, And it was what I was thinking after watching like the fifth just over the top hate, like ripping it apart review, where someone just goes, now I finally understand what Stuckman means by performative hatred.
Damn.
And I was like, that's exactly what I was thinking, because I was like, dude, this is not a bad movie. Like it is a mediocre movie. It is a very, well, actually, I won't even say that. You know what? I take that back. It's a very derivative movie.
Okay.
I would say it is a completely fine, good movie that has a lot of flaws and is very unoriginal. But it is not a bad film. And look, I'm a huge Chris Stuckman fan. I've been watching him since like I was in middle school, like religiously, right? He replied to one of my comments one time.
Did he?
He actually did.
Oh.
But like no, I like obviously I'm a huge fan of the guy, but I'm not letting my bias towards that dictate how I feel about the movie. I'll be on. Okay, so I'll just go into the positive, because I do feel like there is more positive than negative, if I'm being honest. It's just like that ending was really bad, and I feel like, because I was watching it and I was like, I loved the first act. The second act was pretty decent. And then the third act was, like, getting really good. And then the last, like, 15 minutes of the movie were just bafflingly stupid things.
What happens?
Well, I'll tell you. Because, like, once I get into more of the bad stuff. But it ended up bringing it from, like, a B to, like, a C for me. But, like, basically, the first act is mostly, like, a documentary. That's like it's not like like they incorporate found footage, but it's like a documentary about the disappearance of the girl's sister, and what's the main character's name? Mia's sister, Riley, and they're interviewing Mia, right? Which Camille Sullivan like fucking incredible performance. Like the acting in this movie is really good, and there was like it was always those really over the top, harshly negative reviews that were like, the acting in this movie's abysmal. I'm like, you're smoking crack. The acting in this movie's really fucking good. The dialogue on the other hand, whew. But we'll get to that in a second. So Camille Sullivan, exceptional. All the acting in the movie's really good. It's shot really well. Like, it's a really good looking movie. Like, I did not expect it to be as pleasing to look at as I don't know. It doesn't look like $1 million movie, and the cinematography is very fucking well done. Like, it is just a very good looking movie, and that's just not something. Because I've seen like all of Chris's short films, they're very bland looking. So I just didn't really expect such, like, honestly incredible cinematography and camera work. So big fucking fat props to that. The sound design in the movie was really fucking good. The first act, incredible. The way they transition into a documentary into like an actual narrative was so good. And when I say I love the first act, I really do mean it. So basically, they're doing this interview for the documentary about the missing girl and her friends. And the way they transition into the narrative is, it's the documentary point of view. Someone knocks on her door, and she's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna go open the door real quick," and this guy blows his brains out in front of her. And then it cuts to black, and then it like fades in with opening credits of like the man's body getting zipped up, police surrounding the house, and the imagery. Like, I was like, whoa, like that. It looked good. I was like, whoa. I was like, okay. And I was just like really hooked. And then the guy, okay, I'm going, at first I disagreed with people, but honestly, now that I really did give it a lot of thought, I actually do agree with this criticism. The movie, there's one giant flaw that I'm still not fully agreeing with people, but I kind of still agree. Basically, when the guy kills himself, he has a cassette tape. And the main character takes it and she hides it from the police, so she's withholding evidence.
Yeah.
And the cassette tape, basically in the documentary part of the opening of the first act, it's explained that they had 2 cameras. So it's a set of YouTubers that 3 of them got killed, and then the sister went missing, so they never found her body, but the other 3 were killed. And they had 2 cameras with them, but only 1 was recovered. The tape that she's given from the guy that killed himself, that was from the camera that was missing, that the police never found. So that already is like really interesting. So she takes it and she straight up tells like her husband comes up to her and he's all like, dude, what are you doing? Like, you're withholding evidence. Like, give it to the police. Why aren't you giving it to the police? And in the moment, while watching the movie, I actually did. Because, like, even I was like, yeah, this is stupid. Like, give it to the police. But then she goes, no, because all they're going to do is pinpoint him as the murderer and just say that she's dead. And then that's it. And then problem solved. And they're not going to look into it anymore. And I was like, yes. I was like, yeah, wait. No. That's actually a really good reason. Because it is very common for cops to just, or like cases like this to be like, especially if it's gone, at this point, she's been missing for 12 years. Yeah, they're just going to be like, yeah, she's dead. Whatever, like, move on. So I was in my head, like, while watching it, because I was critical of that decision, but then she said that line, and I was like, you know what, that's your sister, you don't want to leave it up to chance, it's been 12 years, you've obsessed over it. That makes sense. I actually agree with that decision, I completely understand why you did that. But then by the time you get to the end of the movie, it almost doesn't really matter. In fact, the whole movie doesn't really matter. So now I'm going to start getting into the negatives, because then you kind of get more, as the movie goes along, it starts to lose me more and more and more. And so it starts being this investigative, like, thriller. But none of the information is actually, like, okay, some of the information is pieced together. Like, you, as an audience member, are looking for things. But then you get to the second half of the movie, and then shit just happens. Like, almost with no explanation. Like, there's literally a part... And there's a lot of things that are just really bad decisions. And before I get to, like, the plot-driven stuff, a big thing everyone keeps complaining about is, like, when the guy blows his brains out, like, half of the main character's face gets covered in blood, and she just doesn't wipe it off for, like, hours. Like.
Oh, yeah, of course. That's the way I've heard this. Yeah.
I do think people are being a little over the top about it and saying that, like, this is basically the... Is it a stupid thing? Absolutely. It's a really mind-boggling thing. That was something that completely got, like, glossed over. Because, like, I mean, when you're really thinking about a production, they're rereading the script over and over again, planning it, doing the makeup. Like, no one once brought this up. Because, like, I understand, like, I mean, I've been there. I'm sure you've been there. You're making the movie. Your head's so, like, in such, like, a, like tunnel vision, like, mindset that, like, small things like that will slip your mind. But someone would speak up and go, wait, no, that doesn't make sense because we did this. I've had that happen to me. I'm sure that's happened to you. And so no one on set was like, wait. In this scene, it's been like 5 hours after, and she still didn't wipe her face. So, like, I understand it, but I wouldn't say that's, like, the epitome of what the movie is. It's just one small, stupid thing that got glossed over. It is what it is. But there is a lot of those. I'm not going to lie. There's a decent amount of things like that. So, when you start getting to the investigative stuff, there's literally a part where they have no setup. They don't explain where this book comes from, but... She just looks over and there's a book just in a box, and she just picks it up and it literally explains, like, pretty much everything that's going on in the movie. And I'm like, well, that's fucking convenient. And then so she decides to just go in the middle of the night to this, like, prison, the prison where they filmed Shawshank, actually. And she gets scared there, and then she goes into the abandoned town where her sister went missing. And this is, like, probably the scariest part of the movie. I will say the actual, like, scares of the movie, even though they are generic, they're still good. Like, I don't know if that makes... Like, it's still creeped me out. Still got me, like, tensed up. But there's, like, this baffling decision where she goes into the middle of this abandoned town, and this old lady's living in this house in the middle of the woods, and she invites her into the house, right? So she goes into the house, and she's very obviously putting together that she's connected to everything that's going on with her sister. So she steals a knife from the kitchen, and they make it very apparent. Like, they push in, they show her having the knife, all of it. So it's like a Chekhov's gun situation. Okay, she's gonna fucking use the knife, right? So the lady, of course, she ends up being revealed as the big bad. But you want to know how? There's a photo book. Once again, she didn't even have to go finding it. It was just out in the open. She opens it up, and it shows the entire experience of what happened to her sister. Like, in order. And I was just like, oh no. Like, why did you do... Like, that was so bad. Like in concept, it's fine what they were doing. In execution, it was bad because, like, she didn't have to go looking for it, right? It just was right there out in the open. And on top of that, it doesn't allow you to piece any pieces together. It literally paints an entire picture. If it was like if there was literally all they needed to do was show one photo. They didn't need to show, like, basically they told an entire story by just flipping through the thing. They just needed one photo. They needed just one photo, and you go, oh shit. And everything just made sense. But it just felt so weird. The way that it's just like it just felt so like, oh, once again, that's convenient. Like, okay. And then so then she turns around, she's like, where the fuck's my sister? And then the old lady opens up a hatch to an underground bunker or basement, or basically it's a dungeon. And she's like, come down there with me. And she's like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. Which is like, okay, cool. And then she was like, nothing's gonna happen to you. And she's like, sure. So she pulls out the fucking knife. And then the old lady disappears in, like, this dungeon. She doesn't bother to look around her to see if the lady's coming back to, like, do something to her. You know what she does? And the camera, straight up, it's not like, it's like a close-up. It's literally an insert shot of her putting the knife on the floor. And just leaving it there. And I was like, and then she never uses the knife. Like, she just never uses it. So she literally just leaves it on the floor. And then she finds her sister. Once again, there's just a key hanging right next to the cell. And she's like, oh, key, convenient. And she just opens it up. And I'm like, she didn't have to really work for, like, any information in this movie. Except for maybe, like, a 5 to 10-ish minute part of the movie. There's about 10 minutes of the movie where she actually has to go looking for information. And then it just kind of seemed like Chris gave up in the script and was like, okay, well, she did the investigative part. Let's just make it easy for her. She finds the photo book. She finds the keys. She finds this book. And it was just like, it's like the characters just stopped having to actually deal with anything. It was just like, oh, here's the answer to your problem. Here's the answer to your problem, right? So she just unlocks it, and she just leaves the knife there. And then the woman comes back with, like, this demon thing that's like one of the main villains. And basically the big twist is you find out the guy that killed himself was basically being held hostage by his mom, who was like a witch, and he was forcing him to kidnap Mia's sister to impregnate her so that they can basically do a sacrifice and put the demon in the baby's body. Okay, so that's not a bad idea. That's a good idea. But then what ends up happening is she hears the baby. They're about to leave, right? And they hear the baby crying upstairs, and her sister's like, no, I gotta go get my baby. The witch does a blood ritual, and it's so obvious that the demon is now in that baby, or at least to some degree.
Uh-huh.
And which now leads me to another stupid thing. So, and I don't want to make fun of this too much, because I do know that this is a personal... I understand why this is in the movie, because there's a personal thing with Stuckman where his wife couldn't produce children for a long time. So I don't want to be disrespectful about this plot point, but it's something I need to... It's something very ridiculous, nonetheless, that I do have to mention. So I'm going to do it respectfully, because I do know where, like, while I was watching the movie, I was like, oh, I know where this is coming from. Like, I get why this plot point's in the movie. And there's nothing wrong with the plot point being in the movie. And basically, the main character can't have kids. But it was just another decision where I was like, what are you doing? For 12 years. So they tried having a kid. They gave up. They literally, the movie tells you, they gave up having a kid 10 years prior, I believe. Or 12 years prior. Something around that time. Basically right when her sister went missing. There is a crib in the house that's been just sitting in their house for like 12 years. And you're just like, and it's like supposed to be a reminder of she can't have kids. But that's just a horrible way of going about it. Once again, I'm trying to be completely respectful of Chris and his wife, so I'm not going to say anything about the plot point, because the plot point is fine. The plot point is actually very heartbreaking. I think the plot point is actually very good. But the execution of just leaving a crib for 12 years in a house, like at some point, and they're just using it as like a junk drawer. They're just throwing shit in it, and it's constantly showing the background. And I remember just like, I don't even know if any reviews I watched, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe like, one review
talked about it.
But like, I was watching it during the movie. I'm like, why the fuck does she have a crib like 12 years later? It was just such a weird decision. But anyways, it comes in at the end, which I think is good. A lot of people were criticizing it. I personally really liked it, was because she had this sense of not becoming a mother. She wanted to protect the baby, so they take the baby, right? They take the baby. The witch dies after she puts the demon inside the baby's body, or whatever the fuck. It's not fully explained what it is, but the demon has some kind of hold on the child.
Yeah.
Then the movie ends, and I really hate the ending. So basically, the entire movie is her trying to find her sister. She finally reunites her sister, and now she has like a surrogate daughter as well, right? She's now an aunt. She now has some kind of child in her life, right? So she has finally gotten everything she wants, right? Riley, her sister, is in such shock that she realizes the baby is a demon. It's like a whole Rosemary's Baby situation, and she tries to kill the baby. Her sister freaks the fuck out and is like, no, no, no. And even though the movie kind of alludes that she does know deep down inside something spiritual happened between the demon and this child, her pain of not being able to bear a child is stopping her sister from wanting to kill this baby. That is beautiful. That is very, very interesting and dramatic storytelling, and very well done. So that's not the problem. What ends up happening is she tries to stop her sister, and she knocks her outside a window. She falls out the window, and then a bunch of dogs eat her sister and rip her apart and kill her. And I'm like, you just threw away the entire fucking movie. Like, you literally just made the entire movie pointless, because the entire thing was her finding her sister, and now she's dead. So it's not, and then on top of that, the movie has to throw one more twist at you, which I thought was horrible. Apparently, so the demon shows itself, and it puts its hands on Mia, and it's revealed the demon never wanted her sister. The demon wanted for her Mia the entire time. Why not just have Mia? Why did you go after the sister? It was just a plot twist that made no sense, and killing the sister, and now Mia's fate is up for interpretation. It just really made the entire movie feel pointless, because you're like, oh, so like, what was the point? Like, she found the sister just for her to die, like, in such a kind of comical way that, like, I was just like, dude. But yeah, I would give it a C+. I do think there is
Can you hear that?
Can you hear it, buddy?
I can hear that.
Oh, God, ignore him. But, like, so yeah, I guess I did have more to talk about it than I did. I think it's a movie that's being overly hated by some people, and I don't know if overly praised is the right word, but more so trying to ignore a lot of the really bad decisions that do come into play in the script. Yeah, that's my review of it. I still think it's a solid movie. I think if the movie just ended off on a better note, I think I would have liked it a lot more. But yeah,
because the way how you said it, honestly, it sounds super intriguing.
Yeah, but the execution is not good. And now I'm
No,
gonna
I
save
mean,
my dog from being stupid.
He definitely had some opinions. He only talked about it for 25 minutes.
Yes, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like,
Damn. I won't lie to you.
I would too. I would too, but I zoned out.
Bro,
But
at some
see,
point
yeah, I got
I was
intrigued the
just
first few minutes until the point he starts saying like, "Yeah, this shit made no sense," and later on, I'm like, "Dude, what the like?" I'll be honest. I'm glad that he just spoils it with me for free. And I'll be honest, like I don't care because
yeah, I don't
there'll
care
be
about the film
sometimes
anymore.
certain points of like movies like it's like this. Yeah, it's kind of sad the fact the can't bear a child. That is sad, especially if you ever always wanted kids. It's like some of those things. It's kind of hard to It's really hard. But just by I do now like he talked about. I just want to see it by myself, see how it is as as the movie
Out of
goes.
curiosity.
Out of curiosity. Yeah. But the way he explains like it kind of reminds me of like Searching. I think it's like the one of like the dad's trying to find his daughter.
No, that's Taken.
Was it Taken?
Yeah, it is Taken.
Okay. Basically, it kind of reminds me of that type of story. Kind of gives like a nice thriller moment. Kind of like, oh, this shit's going on, blah, blah, blah. But I will say that the fact that the ending, that way how he put it in, I'm like, that kind of sounds kind of like late, kind of just like, you know what? I'm gonna just I'm kind of tired right now, folks. I'm gonna just toss it out.
You know what movie did have a good ending though?
What?
Frankenstein 2025, directed by Guillermo del Toro.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, of course I watched it. I watched it like an hour ago.
Oh, did you?
2 hours ago.
Oh, so you just
yeah.
Okay, did you watch it?
I just finished it. Yeah, we got the worldwide release today on Netflix. Dude, it's so good. It's literally like watching a work of art just unfold in itself because it's such a I mean, Guillermo is such a beautiful director. Obviously, his movies are very fantastical, very magical, and he does have a lot of like horror elements. But this film, it continues to follow that typical Guillermo, those typical Guillermo traits that we see with his films, and it does it so tastefully well because here, this film, it feels like he has like an unlimited budget. Like pretty much everything is practical.
Oh, this one.
And yeah, and it's such a good film, and I think the story is so beautiful. It takes the classic Frankenstein story and really makes it about fathers and sons, and it's done so well. I mean, it's interesting though because like the first half of the film, we watch it from obviously Victor Frankenstein's perspective and how he became to be this mad doctor and how he created Frankenstein. But then the second half, we watch it from the monster's perspective, and I think it's a very fascinating approach because you see him understand the world that he lives in and understand this second life that he's been given. And obviously there's a lot of questions about like morality like in the film, but I love that they portray him as being this very innocent being, and you see as he over the course of this film, as he goes from being like a little baby to basically being this adult because he's learning so much about the world around him and humanity and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's such a very thought-provoking film because it really puts you into perspective about like morality, and especially in relation to fathers and sons. I think that's like one of the biggest motifs of the film is the relationship a father has with a son, because in the film Victor Frankenstein was raised by this dad who pretty much hated him, and at first you're thinking that he's not going to be like that, but as you see towards his relationship with the monster, you see that he's exactly like his father, and it's that sad like never-ending cycle that we continue. But the ending really sells the point about like overcoming those obstacles. Do you mind if I spoil it for you?
I'll go ahead. I'll be honest. Like I don't know. I never could have got into the Frankenstein or anything like certain films into those. I never could have. Like, I don't know. Whenever I think of Frankenstein, I think of it a little green cartoon like someone drew in fifth grade.
Well, in the original Frankenstein story, if I'm remembering this correctly, at the end of the day, he dies because people hate him, and it's that
Yeah,
like
something
sadness.
crazy.
But in this film,
Mm-hmm.
wait till Christian gets plugged in so I can talk about it.
Here, plug the headphone in. Excuse me, Coke.
This guy.
Where'd you put him outside?
No, I just like, he was just on the couch.
But
how much did you say so?
pretty much. Yeah, but I'm just talking about the ending and how like I think it's very pivotal because it's I love what the ending means, right? I'm like telling Kevin about how like the film is basically about fathers and sons and like the relationship that carries, right? And like by the end of the film, the fact that Victor is basically on his deathbed and the monster chooses to forgive him, and how it has this new profound sense of freedom and is very beautiful. It's a very nice twist on the original Frankenstein ending, and it shows you that like, you know, because you're left off with a relatively melancholic like note because the monster is free, he's free from his maker, but he also has he has to find a new purpose in life. Yeah, he's no one, he's alone. The one thing he didn't want was to be alone, but he's going into life with this new sense of not, I guess freedom is the word I'm looking for. But what did you think of the film?
I really loved it. And the ending especially because the whole movie
Yeah.
is about cycles, you know, parental
Mhm.
cycles, and he chose to break it.
Exactly.
Like, so
Exactly. That's a point
doesn't,
about
it's like it has. You're right, a melancholic,
melancholic. I think is.
melancholic, ending, but it doesn't feel like a tragedy. Like because
Mhm.
it is like, oh my god, like yes, a lot of sad things happened, but it was like, oh, he made the mature decision and he broke the cycle. Like he broke it.
Mhm.
Like it's over. Like no more. And yeah, I really like that thing a lot.
I think it's such a beautiful film. I mean, obviously Guillermo's films are tend to be this nice looking, but it's
Yeah, it's really.
I was telling Kevin, it's literally like looking at a painting, you know?
It really is. It's the cinematography is gorgeous.
Oh my gosh, the whole mise en scène, right? The
Oh, I
production
got some.
design, the
I'll
cinematography.
check him out.
Just put him outside. Put him outside. Here, I got
This dog, this whole podcast.
this whole like I have not slept in days because of him. Like I feel like shit, and I feel like I'm going fucking crazy. Oh my god. But yeah.
This is what happened to Victor in the film. And also just the performances as a whole. I think Jacob Elordi really does give a career best in this film. I think above everybody else, he is the standout.
Yeah, and Isaac. I mean, like he's always great in everything.
He's always great.
Shit, he was just like the. You know what? I didn't expect the movie to be so funny. Especially also in the second act, because like the first act, it sets up like this very serious drama, but it easily transitions into such a fucking funny ass movie for like the second act of it. And then
it's very
like,
whimsical,
really fucking dark. Like there's such crazy tonal changes, but it never feels off because like the first act is this very serious, very grounded movie, and then the second act is like this. I wouldn't say necessarily comedy, but it's very funny. And then the third act is like very dark and very mystical. I mean, the second act is mystical too, but like I don't know, there's something very mystical about the third act, and I don't know, I don't really know how to describe it, but like, and it's
I get you. It's true.
Drab, and it's just like every act has a different tone, and it just doesn't. It for some reason it just works, and it doesn't feel stupid. Like it just works very, very, very well. And yeah, Jacob Elordi was really good. Like really
phenomenal.
Good. Like
phenomenal.
I love Andrew Garfield, but like the entire time I was watching, I was like, I literally couldn't see him in the role. Like I don't know, like it was.
I wonder what that would have looked like, because Jacob Elordi, from my understanding, only had about 3 weeks to prepare for this.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to hear, like, what in another world we would have had Andrew in this, and I think it would have been good, just a different flavor, obviously. but I mean, like the whole cast kills it, right? Christoph Waltz always is a great actor, phenomenal class act man. He's not in as much of the film as I thought he would be,
but he was right.
But he is good. Mia Goth also really great in this. I think she bounces off a lot of the other characters really well, and I think there's a lot of emotional depth to her character, especially in relation to the monster. And I would have loved to see more of that before her untimely death, obviously.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because it's such a small cast, but it's so entertaining to watch. You know, I was watching this film, and at some point I was like, "Fuck!" It's already whatever amount of time has passed. Like it's like you just get lost in this series of events.
I remember there was more so in like the second act, particularly. I was like sitting there, because it is a long movie. It's like 2.5 hours, and like I'm like, this shouldn't be entertaining. Like this really shouldn't be entertaining, but it really is. Like it's very like you said, like you just really get lost in it, and I think a lot of it is due to the like just it was just the perfect combination of performance, set design, and direction. That like like it's really taking like something like where the second act could be very underwhelming, and the movie just knew like not to necessarily rush through the first act, because I don't think it rushes the first act, but just to be like, this isn't what people want, like, but we need to set it up. But like, it basically was like, let's do bulletin points where it doesn't feel rushed, but you get everything you need to be, and let's not spend another second in
of course
the first act that we need to.
Yeah, it's very. I mean, it you know, it gets to it gets to all the important information super fast, so that it has time to expand upon these really magnificent scenes, like when he's like being born. You know, when the monster's like being made, basically.
Yeah, that's actually exactly like it speed runs through the first bit to actually spend time on things that we give more of a shit about, where it's like, okay,
yeah, exactly,
like now we're gonna actually take it very slow, and we're gonna really just allow a scene to play out, because this is what you pay to see, this is what you came to watch, and we still gave you I think the execution and structure flawless, like fucking perfect. Like
perfect. The pacing is impeccable.
Really
like
I
immaculate.
never felt the runtime. Like
yes, yeah.
And also like, this is so random, but like just since I'm like looking at it on the screen, the design of the monster is incredible.
Oh yes,
like,
I mean the
very simplistic. It's very good.
No, but it's effective, and like they use that so often throughout the film, because obviously he is human, but he's an amalgamation of a bunch of different people, right? And so he has like a lot of scars, and there's a couple moments throughout the film where people are like touching him, and they're like, "Damn, who hurt you?"
Yeah,
you know,
which is just it's like, yes, is it on the nose? Yes, but I still think it's still really clever writing, because it's like, obviously it's not the physical pain, it's the emotional pain.
Exactly. And I think it's so interesting, because he looks like this. He's not quite the original Frankenstein, and I feel like they could have done a design like that, and I think it could have worked in another script. But this design is kind of a blend between that and a more human, right? Because like you see, like his hair start to grow and stuff like that, and so it makes him look more human. But obviously, like you touch him and you see like he has like a trillion different scars. So I think it's just, I mean, like I said, it's just like watching the Picasso being painted, you know. It's just a work of art, really.
It really is. Like, I'm just really glad it got a theatrical release, because like, I was watching this, I was like, this is a movie that needed to be seen in a theater.
Oh,
this
of course.
This is not the type of movie that for your first time you go watch it on your fucking phone. Like, you know, like,
no,
this was
I
a
agree.
movie that needed to be experienced properly, and I'm just so happy that Netflix at least gave it a shot. It's like, dude, you spent $120 million on it. Like, just why not? Why not just put it out? And yeah, it was just a really fucking great movie, and it probably will make my top 10 of the year.
It has made mine.
Really fucking good.
But it's so good that we're gonna get arrested for our opinions on this. Oh my god! Oh my god! Hell no! Kevin's already gone.
Yeah,
his ass.
He already took him.
Bin guy. My name is Neco, aka Prince Productions.
My name is Victor, also known as AAPS Entertainment. And Kevin's gone. Rest in peace.
Damn.
The best.
R.I.P. Kevin. And we will see you guys next week.
See ya.
See you.